Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of the Rags to Riches, episode 57. We are still in Europe, well, the very low qualifying stage, and today we're going to bring you Montpellier, who seem to avoid a defeat against us at every corner in the league, our first game of the season. And then we've got Maritimo in the Euro Cup qualifiers, which I omitted the draw from the last episode without even realising it. When I came to edit, I just I missed it. So unfortunately, we knew who we had before we played our first game, and I just accidentally deleted it from the actual the recording. So we're not going to make that mistake this time, because I'm assuming before we play this game we will have the draw for before we play the Maritimo game, we will have the draw for the next round, so we won't miss that at all, I hope. Anyway, since you were last with us, we did a little bit more business, would you believe? Assuming it was up until the 15th. Did you see the Dante Rigo? Well, I'll show you him anyway. Our midfielder, he's got good physicals. Mentals are all there as well, and he's got a great first touch. He's got a bit of dribbling on there, passing and technique. Vision, 15, fantastic. That's what you need from a midfielder, I believe. We buy him from Denmark for 1.3 million, mainly because he's scoring goals and he's getting a lot of assists, and he had a really good season last season. Hopefully he's going to carry that form into this club as well. We need to move forward. Some of the players are getting a little bit older, a little bit slower, and I just feel we just need a little bit of a change. Liam Hegarty is the next one. He's Scottish, and a steal in my books, I believe. He's a right back. He's got a good long throw on him. I mean, look at that, you might as well kick it in. Anticipation, that's the pick of the bunch. And you know what, absolutely fantastic. Everything's green on there, almost. There is free kick taken. I'm not bothered about that. Flair, who cares? Just get the ball out. You're a defender, don't mess around with it. And he likes to get forward whenever possible, so that's a really good trait as well. And we got him on for 600,000 from Bradford City. He was at Middlesbrough. I don't think he played any games. Good season last season, rating 7. Can do that over here, I'll be more than happy. Fruchtel is our third and last person in. He's a goalkeeper, and I just couldn't say no. I can hear you all saying we've got other goalkeepers. Rodriguez is one of them. I couldn't not pick him up at all. He's worth 2 million. I don't think we picked him up for 2 million though. He's got good rushing out. He's got good composure, jumping reach, agility. And he's German. What more can you ask? I mean, they do provide produce very good goalkeepers. Granted, he's conceded quite a few goals for Norrköping in Sweden, but to be fair, Swedish league is quite it's a bit low down the reputation league, should we say. He was at Bayern, but we do pick him up for 775, which again I feel is a steal. He's got no trace. He's 6'4" though. So I'm hoping that agility where he can reach and everything, he should do well. But we do lose Rodriguez. He's gone to Lyon for 220,000. I had to let him go. He's made far too many mistakes, namely coming out and not finishing the job off, which is really annoying. SAS Epinal pick up Matriciano and Yamiego on loan, as well as Borg on B. Bresse, okay. Chabro, he's gone out on loan again. I don't feel he's going to get back into the team or anywhere near it unless them stats improve vastly. Overall then, 6.75 million we've spent, 3.6 we've brought in, so a net 3. So 3.15, so it's not too bad. We did have the money in there. Our finances are not depleted, but because of them transfers that have come down quite a bit. So hopefully now we start steadying the ship a little bit. So since our 5-0 win over Lipaja, we went on to beat PSV in the friendly 1-0. Vital scoring the vital goal, and Maritimo at the away leg, we won 2-0 quite comfortably. So I'm hoping when we come to play them in the second leg, it should be another formality, but we shall see. So Montpellier up first, who we just can't seem to beat. There we go, we lost 2-0 and a 0-0. The 2-0 coming at home, would you believe? So, yes, we do need to get a win against these, and we haven't scored a goal yet, have we? No, we haven't. That's disappointing. So the side, we're going to have Fructal in goal. We're going to have Hegarty at the right back. He's not registered for Europe. I couldn't get him in time. Or I was only allowed to make one change, and I wanted Fructal in there because we didn't have another goalkeeper aside from Masoudi. So Gomez, Kaliba, Fournier at the back. We've got Adebe. Although I am thinking of bringing Costa in. Gomez, you can come out. I'm going to bring Costa in there instead. He's going to play alongside Kaliba and Fournier. So Abadi's just sitting in front of him. We've got Arstad and Pons. Pons is playing out of his skin at the moment. So while he's playing like that, I'm not going to drop him. Martins is out on the right. He can play on the left, which is a bonus. Amuzi comes in as well on the left hand side, and we've got Vital up front. Cody's on the bench. We've got Diallo. Rigo is there as well. Kiss. We've got quite a lot of good players out on the bench. PSG lost their first game. They lost to Monaco, did they? Or was it to... Oh, I can't remember who they lost to. It was Marseille. I think they did 1-0, and they were bottom after the first game. Quite funny. Oh, they're going through. They're playing very bold, very attacking as well. What's this mean here? This green, click to view. I don't want to click to view. What's that green mean? Anybody know what that green means? I've got green as well. Does that mean his debut maybe? Because it'd be Hegarty's debut. We're just saying complicate things. No, we just give him a little bit of faith. That's all we want to do. Assertive, there's a lot more to come from you. I believe you've got what it takes. Some of them like it. Straight into the tunnel, send the assistant, and we'll play the game. So hopefully we're unbalanced again. We seem to get quite a lot of possession from this balanced play. Free kick. And wow, I thought that was in. A lot of goals seem to fly in from free kicks, I've noticed, from anywhere. Oh, we're in there. Charles-Henri Vital, third goal of the season. That's his first in the league. We're 5 minutes in, and we open the scoring already. And what a climb, what a header. And we're 1-0 up. We've scored a goal against Montpellier, everybody. We have scored a goal against Montpellier. Van Belows. That's somebody out of Jungle Book. Fournier to Amuzu. He's going to go on his run. Clicks inside to Vital. Vital over to Rodrigo Martins. Ball in, and we are 2-0. Amuzu, first goal of the season for him as well. 9 minutes in, 2-0 up. Marvellous start. Look at all our fans there. Look, we've given one section of the stadium, have we? Is that what we've done? Vital with the lovely ball in. Rodrigo Martins. And what a finish. You can't really miss from that range, really. And we're 2-0 up. Do we get another one? We're on a very, very good run at the moment. I'm not going to... We'll see what it's like at the end of the episode. Or I can mention it without anything going... Oh, Baddy's there, but Martins is there. Follows up with his fourth of the season, would you believe? And that's his first in the league as well. So we are firing on all cylinders. And if this is what we've got to come, if we can destroy the lower teams, we want to give PSG a bit of a fight this season. 2-4-1 losses last season. We want to do better. The game seems to have settled down now. We've not had a highlight since that third goal. Martins has taken a knock. That's not good. Baddy's having a quiet game. But 53% possession, 8 shots, 6 on target. Not bad at all. Excellent efforts. Don't let it go to your heads. That's more of the same, if you please. We've got quite a good field now as well. I'm really happy. Rigo, I want to try and bring in as well, just to give him a few games. Pons is having not a bad game. Arstad is having a poor game by his standards. We're going to bring Rigo in. What can you... Oh, you can play advanced... You can play Mazzala, actually. So if you play Mazzala, like Pons has been doing, and you can go Roman. See if that makes a difference there as well. We want to bring in Coley. Diallo. Shall we get... Martins has had a knock, so we're just going to rest him and bring Diallo in instead. And I'm very tempted to take Abadi off, but I want to bring Kiss in as well. I'm going to give it another 5 minutes and I'll decide then, see what happens. They're coming forward. Francois with the ball. Camarasa. Diallo nicks it. He's on his way. Was that a goal? It is a goal. And what happened there? It kind of stuck. But that is a very, very good finish. His first goal of the season. He showed what he can do. He didn't need it. Look at that. He steals in between the pair of them, nicks it. And he's just head down and he's on his run, look. Vital's in there, Vital. And that is a very, very good goal. It looked a lot better from this replay instead of a little pause, whatever that was. Right, 10 minutes to go. I'm just going to make one more substitution. I am going to bring in... I'm going to take a Musa off. I'm going to bring Kiss in. Just a straight swap. I do want to have a look at the stadium before we go. If we get another highlight, I'll change it and have a look. Right, we'll just pause it there for a second. We're going to go data analysis and just have a look. I mean, we're at full capacity. We've given them one stretch of the stadium, one bit, which doesn't look full at all. We can get a few more seats in there, but we are packed out. And you know what? I'm wondering whether we can ask them to extend the stadium a little bit. But that's not bad. A lot of car parking space behind there, though. Let's put it back. Back to TV and play. As they try and come out, but Kaliba picks it up. Diallo. Abadi into Pons, into Kiss. Now everybody's having a go. Everybody, but 4-0. We're rocking. Corner. Can we get one more? I mean, the goalkeeper comes out very well played, and I think this goes down as a very, very good victory. I'm ecstatic, and this is a perfect warm up that we need going into the next game. Rigo didn't really have much to do, but 10-15 minutes, what can you do in that time? But 52% of the possession. Who got man of the match? Martins, it had to be. 8.8. Even when he came off, he's still rated more than everybody else. They were excellent. Well played, guys. First game of the season, and we storm it. Okay, we demolish Montpellier in the Liga 1 encounter. Yep. Gap wouldn't send a team out to hurt absolutely. Why would we? We don't go out fouling everybody. Hegarty makes debut. He played well at the right back. Didn't really have any issues. Martin's on form. He got man of the match. 3 dribbles made, assist and a goal. And with that, we're going to praise you. Maritimo coming up next. But we'll probably have the draw, so hopefully we'll come back to that and we won't miss it. The draw then for the Euro Cup best place 4th qualifying round draw today. Right, okay. Let's view the draw. There's not many teams left in it. We are seeing... Oh, Aston Villa are still in there. Quite a lot of them guys. I don't really know what other group stage is, so... Let's see where we can go. There's going to be a lot of clicking sounds until we get to us. Malmo. Ooh. Not many teams left. How many teams are left? Oh, a fair few though. Villa, do we pick up we do, so if we beat Maritimo, we have the chance of going to England and the Premiership to play Aston Villa, and again we're away in the first leg, which is quite handy. So we'll draw the rest of the teams in there. Oh, we just missed out on Aberdeen and all coping. Futsal could have gone back to his old team. That is a very, very good draw for us, and we it probably means we won't progress from that though, which is disappointing, but we shall see. Hegarty comes out because he's not registered. Lamkill's not registered either, so we are struggling for places. Fructal remains in goal. I am tempted to bring Masu. I'm going to bring Masu. I'm going to alternate between the two of them. I feel we need to keep them both sweet. You know what? I'm not going to upset it. I'm going to leave it back to like it was. Right, we're going to have Fructal in goal. We've got Fafue comes in for Hegarty because he's not registered. We've got Costa, Kaliba and Blaze is going to come in this time on the left-hand side for Fournier. Chabot is instead of Abadi. Pons and Cognat are in midfield with Martins on the right and Muzu on the left and Vital up front. We do want to give Coley a run out. That I do want to do. You know what? Because this is, I'd say it's a done deal game. I just want to give a couple of other players. Diallo, you played really well, so you can come in. Shall we just change it around a bit? We can always change it back. This is what I find. You're inside forward. We just give some of the other players a game. It should be a done deal, I hope. Right, let's submit this team. And let's progress to the next round where we could be playing Aston Villa. Sword formation. Okay. Changing rooms then. Don't overcomplicate things. Can you say anything else? Select the players. Faith in you, go out there, make a difference. Into the tunnel. Perhaps Bolstep a replace of placing Villa on the transfer market. Without knowing all the details, I can't really comment, can I? Right, we don't kick off. They kick off. Maritimo from Portugal. So we're going around the world now. Free kick, Pons. And wow, what a goal. There must have been some power in that goal for the goalkeeper not to get anywhere near it. But he's becoming our free kick specialist. Runs up. Oh, that's a good... See, the goalkeeper, again, questionable. Did he get misguided by the swerve of the ball? Villa are 1-0 up, so it looks like it's ourselves and Villa. They're 5-0 up on aggregate, and we're 3-0. So it looks like ourselves and Villa are playing each other in the next round. I think we've got a strong enough side to take them. Are Villa in the Premiership, I wonder? Blaze, outside the box. Where else? And he scores 18 yards, just outside. 19 yards. Inside the D. And that is, wow. What can I say? Pons with the no, it wasn't. It's Cognat with the assist, actually. Blaze just takes it inside. But 18, 19 yards. 19 yards, I think. 20 possibly. But that's 4-0. We're just destroying teams at the moment. And long may it continue. Oh, Lamisol have equalised. They've got one back. Game's running out on us. 77 minutes. It's been a quiet game, to say the least. 2-0. We've equalled the last leg score. Oh, they're coming to nick it. Nano plays it to Kleber. The ball over the top. And that is just stupidity. Oh, why did you do that? Why did he do that? I saw him come out. Just control it. Oh, head it straight back to him and he just lofts it over. Wow. There goes my surprise, if you haven't noticed already. But that's the first goal we've conceded in a long while. Is it worth bringing anybody on? Anybody that hasn't really played. We're going to bring Origo in. He could play Mezzala, can't he? Just the one sub. I'm not going to risk anybody else. But the 3-1 down Villa are. They could have quite easily come unstuck there. And come up to the end of the game. Where's this come from? We were comfortable here, and all of a sudden, near post, Fructal, not impressed. We've just conceded 2 late goals. We're through anyway, doesn't matter, but I expected this to be a win regardless. Unless we get one now. For Fouet? No. Not quite a full house, 17, nearly 18,000. But we become a cropper there. Team talk. Calmly say. That was a real Jekyll and Hyde performance. Villa lost 3-1 on the night. So they are... we can beat them at home then. But we have got the away leg first. We received 250,000 this time for this game, which is nice. And now we draw Aston Villa. Where are Aston Villa? Are they in the champion? They are in the Premiership. They are in the Premiership. And they've only played the one game, so they've just kicked off their season as well as we have. Pons on form yet again, so we know he's not going anywhere, so he's staying where he is. And Toulouse game is rearranged. Okay, so as you can see, this is the surprise I was going to show you. We had gone 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games without conceding a goal until that stupid error by Fructal and conceding the second goal. Yeah, we had gone a long time without conceding, which is if you don't concede, you stand a very good chance of winning. So what we're going to do, we're going to play another couple of games, and then we're going to come back to the second leg of the Euro Cup game thing. Qualifying best placed foot. It's all very complicated, it really is. So we've got Lille. We'll come back to the Lille, and we'll come back to the Villa game. So it's another couple of games, and straight back to Europe. So if you enjoyed that, please pop a like on it. If you're new to the channel and like to see more, please subscribe. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. Thank you.